Cristiano Ronaldo has spent a lifetime living in the spotlight, but even for a man who has conquered Europe, electrified football, and built a brand recognized in every corner of the world, there are certain moments that feel larger than life. His recent visit to the White House was one of those moments, an unexpected fusion of sport, politics, global power, celebrity culture, and old-school star presence. What happened inside those walls, behind the cameras, during private conversations, and in the quiet gestures that only a few noticed became the talk of both sports fans and political analysts worldwide. This wasn't just a visit. It was a moment that blurred the lines between athlete and global influencer. The story exploded the moment he was spotted entering the White House grounds, dressed in one of his sharpest tailored suits, walking beside Georgina Rodríguez. Cameras clicked non-stop as they crossed the driveway leading toward the West Wing, each step adding fuel to a trending storm online. Fans expected a simple meet and greet, maybe a handshake photo, nothing more. But what unfolded was far more elaborate and far more symbolic on the world stage. Inside the Oval Office, the now viral handshake between Cristiano Ronaldo and President Trump became a cultural moment in itself. The video shows Ronaldo stepping forward with a confident but controlled smile, extending his hand with the same elegance he uses stepping up to a free kick. President Trump, always keen on grand gestures, greeted Ronaldo with a wide grin, tapping his shoulder in a friendly exchange that felt more like two powerful businessmen meeting than a president greeting an athlete. The image traveled across the internet at lightning speed. Commentators broke it down frame by frame, analyzing posture, expressions, even the firmness of the handshake. But it wasn't the handshake alone that made headlines. It was the 1.5-hour private discussion that followed. Leaks suggest the conversation went far beyond football. According to sources close to the meeting, Trump was fascinated by Ronaldo's global reach, his brand power, his business ventures, and the fact that he holds a level of international influence few public figures can match. The White House reportedly briefed him on Ronaldo's impact in the Middle East, especially his relationship with Saudi Arabia following his signing with Al Nassr. This set the stage for a deeper discussion about sports diplomacy, soft power, and the strategic role athletes now play in global image shaping. Ronaldo, always measured in his words, spoke about the universality of sport. He described football as a tool that transcends politics, language, and borders. Leaks indicate he explained how football can calm tensions, inspire future generations, and promote positive representation for a country or region. Trump listened closely, intrigued by the idea that sports stars may hold more relevance with young voters and global citizens than actual politicians. But the most surprising moment of the meeting came when Ronaldo was asked how he handles global pressure and criticism. He reportedly replied, "Pressure only exists when you're not prepared." A simple line that instantly resonated with millions once it leaked. It felt like something straight from a motivational speech, yet grounded in the reality of someone who has built an empire through discipline, consistency, and obsession with excellence. After the private meeting, Ronaldo and Georgina were escorted on an exclusive tour of the White House. Unlike public tours, this version included rooms rarely shown on camera, the historic map room, the red room, and the private family dining room. Georgina, dressed in a sleek black gown, seemed equally captivated. In leaked snippets, she can be heard saying, "It feels unreal," as she took in the intricate decor and historical artifacts. Their visit conveniently lined up with the black-tie dinner honoring Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman MBS. While Ronaldo was not officially part of the delegation, he received a special invitation due to his rising importance as a cultural figure in the Gulf region. Seeing Ronaldo at an event filled with political strategists, global investors, diplomats, and business titans looked surreal. It wasn't a footballer attending a state dinner, it looked like a statesman being welcomed into a circle of world power. Footage from the dinner shows Ronaldo greeting MBS with warmth and familiarity. It wasn't the distant formality one might expect, it was friendly, casual, almost comfortable. Analysts noted that Ronaldo's presence at such an event was not accidental. Saudi Arabia views global sports, especially football, as a strategic soft power tool, and Ronaldo is one of the nation's brightest symbols of its future ambitions. As the dinner carried on, Ronaldo found himself at the center of unexpected encounters. One moment that spread across social media involved him meeting Apple CEO Tim Cook. Cook appeared genuinely excited, even more than you'd expect from someone who regularly meets world leaders and CEOs. The two exchanged smiles before discussing Ronaldo's training technology, wearable analytics, and possibly even future collaborations involving Apple's new health platforms. Observers noted that Cook's excitement wasn't just fan enthusiasm. Apple knows Ronaldo's audience is a goldmine for global product influence. But the most buzzworthy encounter at the dinner came from none other than Elon Musk. The two instantly drew a crowd, standing together like two titans from entirely different worlds. Musk joked about how he once tried to bend a free kick during a Tesla event and failed miserably. Ronaldo laughed and said, "At least you tried." The conversation turned to fitness, discipline, and, according to sources, a brief mention of the possibility of Ronaldo visiting Tesla's facility. The internet erupted when a clip surfaced of Musk saying, "If you ever want to launch something big, let me know." Fans interpreted this as a hint at a potential CR7 branded tech product. Others joked that Ronaldo might soon have a rocket named after him. Throughout the night, Ronaldo remained calm, gracious, and surprisingly comfortable in such a high-stakes environment. He posed for photos, shared brief conversations with influential guests, and maintained the same impeccable posture he shows during Champions League anthems. It was clear that he wasn't just attending an event, he was representing something bigger. A brand, a nation, a global identity. But the most intriguing part of the entire visit came later, outside the spotlight. After leaving the White House, Ronaldo posted a single photo on Instagram, a simple image of him standing on the steps with Georgina, without any flashy caption, just the White House pin emoji. Fans were stunned. Analysts dissected the symbolism. The comments section exploded. Why such a subtle post after such a monumental visit? Because Ronaldo knows the power of silence. When someone's influence is global, mystery becomes a strategy. In the wider geopolitical landscape, the visit sparked debates about what it truly meant. Was it simply a celebrity moment? A friendly meet and greet? Or was it a demonstration of how athletes have evolved into some of the most powerful global figures? Ronaldo is not a politician, yet he commands more international attention than most world leaders. He is not a diplomat, yet countries invite him to strengthen cultural bridges. He is not a billionaire industrialist, yet he stands in rooms with the titans of technology and finance as an equal. This visit showed that Cristiano Ronaldo occupies a unique space in modern society, beyond football, beyond endorsements, beyond superstardom. He is a symbol of ambition, discipline, international unity, and global communication. The way people look at him is different from how they look at any other athlete. He isn't just a player. He is an institution. For fans, this White House visit became another chapter in the legend of Cristiano Ronaldo. A reminder that no stage is too grand for him, no room too powerful, no atmosphere too intimidating. He has spent nearly 2 decades proving himself on the pitch. Now he proves that his influence extends far beyond it. Some called it peak GOAT energy, a once-in-a-lifetime moment where a footballer steps into a world usually reserved for heads of state. Others said it was billionaire schmoozing at its finest. But perhaps the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo has always chased greatness. Whether it's scoring in a Champions League final, breaking goal records, or simply outworking everyone around him, he has lived his entire life at the peak of discipline. So when he walks into the White House, when he shakes hands with world leaders and tech moguls, when he stands in a room with MBS, Trump, Tim Cook, and Elon Musk, it doesn't feel accidental. It feels like the natural evolution of someone who refuses to stop climbing. His visit didn't end with headlines. It left a ripple, an unspoken message that global influence is changing, and athletes might just be the new diplomats. As Ronaldo left Washington, fans couldn't help thinking, if this is where the County Route 7 story is going, the next chapters are going to be unlike anything we've ever seen. And in the end, maybe that's the real meaning behind the subtle Instagram post. No explanations, no captions, no speeches, just a legend standing confidently in front of one of the most famous buildings on Earth. Because when you're Cristiano Ronaldo, the world already knows the story, you just have to show up.